Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan 2024. Why more non-Muslims are taking part in Ramadan? You can't escape Ramadan in Middle East, so it is not unusual for non-Muslims to participate. It is different in Christian majority countries, and that is changing. It might seem a strange thing for a practicing Muslim to say, but Kholoud Khardoum, a 53-year-old living in Iraq, is clear. Not all of Ramadan is necessarily about religion. The Baghdad-based writer said, it is also about the atmosphere and the tradition of people coming together. Iraq is a Muslim majority country, but in areas where different religious communities live together, you will often find non-Muslims participating in celebrations around the month-long Muslim holiday of Ramadan. She told DW, in particular, iftar, the sunset meal where friends and family come together to break the daily fast, can be a community occasion. Sometimes Christian people will make dessert and send it to their Muslim neighbors. Khardoum said, sometimes Muslims send food or they all fast together. It is really nice to share these things, she said. There are similar stories elsewhere in the Middle East. One of my oldest and closest friends is a Muslim, so we share some customs. Egyptian woman, Amir, a 50-year-old living in Aswat, a city south of Cairo, said, for example, I will fast during the day in Ramadan, then break my fast with her family. I am Christian, but since I was young, I have had so many Muslim friends, and I have never put a big emphasis on different religions, said Lebanese woman Rita, 34, who is also fasting in Beirut. More Ramadan in the West. Given that all three women live in Muslim majority countries, their experience won't come as a surprise to those based there. After all, it is just as hard for non-Muslims to ignore Ramadan as it is for Muslims to avoid Christmas in Europe or North America. However, Ramadan is also gradually becoming a more high-profile holiday in Christian majority countries. Last year, London became the first large European city to decorate a significant thoroughfare with Ramadan lights. Frankfurt AM Main followed London's example this year, becoming the first big German city to set up Ramadan lighting. In Austria, this week, more than 1,000 people came together for an open iftar in the state of Carinthia, where all community members are invited to break the Ramadan fast and eat together, even if they are not Muslim and haven't fasted. Organizers say the event attracts more people every year, as one attendee told the regional newspaper Keen Zitson. I didn't necessarily expect to see so many non Muslims here. There is definitely been an increase in iftars organized by state institutions, charities, and churches to celebrate diversity. Esther Miriam Wagner, director of Cambridge University's Wolf Institute, which studies relations between Jews, Christians, and Muslims, confirmed. Ramadan's higher profile is also very much about increasing political recognition and equality for Muslims in the public space. Farid Hafiz, a senior researcher at the Bridge Initiative, a project investigating Islamophobia based at Washington's Georgetown University, argued. As an example, Hafiz recounts that back in the 1990s, former US Secretary of State Madeleine Albright started holding iftars in her diplomatic department. The US embassies were basically inviting Muslims to have a kind of structural dialogue during the event, he explained. Then US embassies brought it to European countries. That then translated into European states also starting similar initiatives. So you had chancellors, prime ministers, ministers of integration, all getting involved. The commercial impact of Ramadan has also seen the Muslim holy month's profile grow. Muslims spend more during Ramadan on everything from gifts and clothes to food and even cars. In the Middle East alone, Ramadan 2023 spending was worth over $60 billion. Advertising campaigns for Ramadan have changed and grown and are also likely to sending a message beyond the targeted communities. This report is from Hindustan Times. All praise be to God. The world is changing for the better. There is no doubt about it. Anyone who wants to create divisions will not be happy in coming days. It's a fact because people have understood what is what. Sharing important things with all is necessary, not hatred. Hatred should be shunned, and togetherness should be the key word. Love all and hate none should be our slogan. I have mentioned this slogan in my blog. You can see it. It is there since more than 20 years, if I remember correct. What do you think about the change we are witnessing? Please tell us and tell all so that all should understand the importance of all religious people coming together in the present changing world. Thank you for your listening.